Coding Bootcamp. The promise is simple. 12 weeks. $15,000. Guaranteed job. They show you success stories. People who went from 0 to 6 figures in 6 months. They tell you the market is desperate for developers. Companies are hiring. You just need the training. So you pay $15,000. Some bootcamps charge $20,000. You're betting your savings on this. 12 weeks later you graduate. You're confident. You've built projects. You've learned to code. They promise job placement. They guarantee it. Career services. Resume help. Interview coaching. But here's what they don't tell you. Everything changed while you were in bootcamp. ChatGPT got better. Copilot got better. Companies realize they don't need juniors anymore. They need seniors plus AI. Or just AI plus junior prompt engineers. But they definitely don't need graduates who spent 12 weeks learning JavaScript. You start job hunting. You apply everywhere. 100 companies. 200 companies. Rejections. Silence. Sometimes a rejection. Sometimes nothing. The Bootcamp Career Services team? They're not helping. They've moved on to the next cohort. The job market the Bootcamp promised? It doesn't exist anymore. Companies that used to hire Bootcamp graduates? They're hiring AI instead. The Bootcamp knew this. The data is public. Hiring dropped 40% in 2025. 60% in 2026. But they kept taking money. Kept accepting cohorts. Kept making promises. Because bootcamps profit from hope, not outcomes. They collect tuition up front. If you don't get a job, that's your problem. Some bootcamps promise income share agreements. Pay us percentage of your salary. But if you don't get a job, you don't pay. Sounds fair. Except, they define job loosely. Any tech-adjacent work counts. Barista with coding knowledge? Counts. Meanwhile, actual developers struggle to find work. And the bootcamp still wins. You spent $15,000 in 12 weeks. You learned JavaScript. You learned React. You built projects. ChatGPT learned all of that in 6 hours. For free. You could have spent those 12 weeks learning how to use AI. How to write prompts. How to manage AI workflows. You could have learned for free. YouTube tutorials. Coding challenges. Open source contributions. Instead, you paid $15,000 for instruction in a skill that's becoming obsolete. The bootcamp problem isn't new. It's just getting worse. Bootcamps were always a gamble. But 5 years ago, the gamble paid off. There was demand. Companies hired bootcamp graduates. That market is gone. It was killed by AI. Bootcamps are still selling the old dream. Some bootcamps have closed. General Assembly's shut down. Flatiron's enrollment collapsed. But new ones keep opening. Charging the same price. Making the same promises. To people who don't know better. This is predatory. It's targeting people who are desperate to change careers. It's taking their money. Giving them false hope. And leaving them unemployable. If you're thinking about bootcamp, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Career change? You can learn for free. You can learn faster. You can learn better without pressure. Quick income? Bootcamp won't deliver that anymore. The jobs aren't there. You're paying $15,000 to join the unemployment line with a diploma that means nothing. The bootcamp was a bridge to a career that doesn't exist anymore. And nobody told you the bridge burned down.